have quite as much pain as last time, because that was kind of something. Anyways, so, third sprint. This one was actually, I guess, technically less work. It was less things to do, but they were more intrusive. At least it's like that, though. We're actually not far from the final submission.
Right.
Bless you. Anyways, so I'm looking at one moment. What's cool is we're finally kind of getting everything to. We're getting some visual stuff. We've got the prototype app to play with, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you. You're welcome. Anyhow, so how's everybody feeling? I mean, we're pretty much. I feel like most everyone is like done, or at least kind of knows what they're doing. So, how's everybody feeling with their parts?
I'm trying to get Asana up right now so I can see what I assigned everybody.
Yeah, that's all good.
I have not had. Sorry, go ahead.
It looks like Misty, your file document, you're like compiling. I've got the SCRUM, and we have Jameson on use case diagrams, Jonathan on the use case descriptions, and then Latrice on activity diagrams.
So I didn't have enough to assign everybody, so I figured we could just help each other.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess I'll try to look in the book and get an understanding. I'll try to get with someone over the weekend and do what I can to help out. I'll try to double up since I have one of the not.
Yeah, me too.
Not necessarily hands-on with the model things. I think that's fair. Anyhow, but does anyone have any like questions or concerns? Don't really know what they're exactly going to do with their parts.
Well, I have not had time to actually look at mine. Recently, I found out that I was being laid off.
Oh, so, I'm sorry to hear that.
Work. Well, I've already found work. My layoff was rescinded today.
Okay.
Well, the last day. I was supposed to be laid off today, but they finally took it back.
That's crazy. I mean, I've been there too. Maybe not necessarily in that exact situation, though.
Actually, this is my third in 3 years.
Really?
Ooh.
From the same company.
Huh.
That sounds like money problems, huh? Or them problems.
It's the problem of working government contracts.
Wow. Yeah. I guess I can feel that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's something that you cannot, you have no control over, and it has a lot to do with your livelihood.
Oh yeah, it was very unexpected. They laid off the whole. They're laying off the whole project. They can't find work.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I understand that. You've had a lot on your plate. That it's kind of hard to focus on something, especially like a project, whenever you're having to deal with stuff like that outside of it. I definitely get that. But that's okay. I guess, let me see. If you want, I suppose, one moment. Yeah, I can try to co-op with you on your task and try to help you get caught up. I'll see whatever I can do to help you.
That'd be great, because I'll be on it first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be going down south for the day tomorrow, and I'll probably be back in the evening, and I can do some work on it, and then I have all day Sunday. So together we can definitely get it done in plenty of time for Misty to have it and compile it and everything. I'll go ahead and get started tonight and figure out what I do tomorrow, though. Anyhow. All right, so, yeah, we can get that figured out.
Latrice, I can help you with the activity diagrams.
Okay, that'll work.
And then who else do we have
I
left?
appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Jameson isn't assigned. I guess he can help. No, he is assigned. Who else isn't assigned?
Jason.
Jason. Yeah, Jason can help Jameson with the use case.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I was talking with my friend that's in this class, and he said that that's essentially what they did too. We're doing a lot of just like doubling up on stuff, and it seems like next week is going to be the same thing. We can talk about that more whenever we have our Sprint3 Scrum meeting. In fact, we should probably schedule that for a little like sooner, so we can kind of get out there like our ideas, make it less of a hey, we're about to submit it thing, and more of a we can kind of coordinate a little more, I guess.
Hey, can you? Jason just asked if we were doing it tonight. Is he on?
He's not on online right now.
I'll email him back.
Okay. It's fine if he joins late, for sure. I mean, considering the circumstances, I don't think we have a whole lot to go over in that case. We can try to wait for him to get here anyway. If he's just going to be right around. Okay.
So we're going to build the diagrams based off of the features that we did in the prototype?
Yeah, it looks like it'll be kind of like the, I guess, the concept. If you think that the app is just the physical thing, I don't know, how do I explain it? It's kind of weird, but yeah, it's like we'll be doing all the theoretical stuff, making all the diagrams that go into like the logic of, yeah, this person is going to use this in this way. This use case is going to have these kind of constraints and that kind of thing. So that's all well and good. Shouldn't be too bad, for sure. Considering we have the app to look at, that'll make it a little easier too. All right, where are we getting from? Jason. Okay. And yeah, we were talking about Jason just got online. I'll add him. Nice. And he is added, but I'm not seeing him show up like in the actual call. I don't see his picture or anything. There we are. Hello.
Hello.
All right, I'm here.
Good, good. Okay. So, we don't have like a whole lot to go over this week since we already I don't know. There's just not a lot. Ever since we did the first Scrum or two, we kind of have our flow about it. But what we did decide was since Misty, me, and I think you don't have anything directly assigned, we can help the people who actually have something directly assigned to them, just to kind of double up and help them out. so we can get with them over the weekend and get some stuff together, get the stuff done. So I'm going to be co-oping with Jonathan. Misty is going to get with Latrice on that, and that means you can help out Jameson if he needs it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So it looks like it'll be a pretty easy week. We'll have 2 people on each thing, and I mean, none of it looks necessarily crazy, so that's good. And yeah, we'll have the weekend to finish that up. So, Misty, I assume you still want everything done in a pretty decent time on Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday night, Monday, like midday.
Yeah,
Fine.
that makes sense. I can for sure make sure that Jonathan and I's part is done by Sunday. Like I said, I'll have that whole day Sunday, so we can get that done. So, does anyone have any issues with those parts? That means, Jason, you'll be helping Jameson on the use case diagrams. Or, sorry, that's wrong. No, it's not. Yeah, you'll be helping him on the use case diagrams.
Sounds good.
Yep. I'll be with Jonathan on the use case descriptions, and Misty with Latrice on activity diagrams. Okay. Honestly, I think that's about it as far as I know. Does anyone else have any questions or concerns about anything?
No.
Nothing for me.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
only question I had is everybody going back and cleaning up the issues that you wanted cleaned up from the prior sprints? Just make sure we get all that together and get all that stuff cleaned up before, we get close to the end here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the final submission is not completely upon us, but it's getting there. Since I don't have anything directly this week, I'll probably just go ahead and clean mine up. I only had a couple of things she wanted me to add. There was one thing she wanted like some more information related to the actual EAP. I was being a little general on. I think there was one like functional error, like grammatical or something. So I can get that done real quick this weekend. And but yeah, that's a good point. We need to remember to have that done ahead of time because final project submission might be a little crazy.
Yeah, does anybody want to take the lead on gathering the revisions together and then just kind of combining it all together? Does anybody want to jump on that?
It's actually a good question. I'm reading the final sprints, and all we're going to need there is prototype of the system, which it looks like we already have. We already have the rubber to the road on that one, thanks to you. We're already we have something tangible, so we actually have a head start on that. So I guess maybe we should have people kind of like double up on compiling for the final. Maybe have one person lead and have one person have them assigned to different people to get their stuff together, and then give it to the actual compiler for that week or for that section, and have them do the final stuff. I think that could maybe work. Okay, looks like we dropped Jonathan for a second. Did you at least hear that last part, Jason?
My internet connection also went out, so I didn't catch any of that.
Okay. I was just suggesting that maybe for the final sprint, we have like a compiler and someone to help the compiler. We can have the compiler and the person helping kind of get half of everyone's submissions, and the only difference between the two is the person helping them gives the main compiler what they have, and the main compiler just keeps theirs. So
I'm good with that if you guys want to do that. My only hesitation with that is just not saying that nobody would fix their stuff and wait till the last minute, but I know me. I'm one of those people where if I know that I can get it done at the last minute, I'm just gonna wait till the last minute. I'm gonna throw it all together, and that just means I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff to do at the end, and I'd hate for us to kind of get jammed at the end. I'd prefer just to kind of fix it up now, and then at least have it. If we want to at least submit and say, hey, I've already done this, I've taken care of it, here's what it looks like. Just that way we're not cramming stuff at the end and then throwing stuff together, and it just doesn't end up the way we want it to be.
My idea for that is because it is going to be the final submission, so we're going to want everything to be like neat and tidy. So we should probably have the main compiler decide a definite 100%, like as soon as they know they're the main compiler, give a straight up deadline. Like, I want everything by this time, and make sure that everyone's on the same page. Just so if anything's out of whack, the point is everyone should have everything pretty much done by then. And if there's any stragglers, it shouldn't be a lot. Everyone should just really plan to have it done by that time, and we should set a date to have everything done a day or two before the due date. So if there's anything weird that happens, like the miserable time I had trying to upload our SCRUM footage last time, those issues won't be a big deal.
I'm good with that, as long as you guys, like I said, are okay with somebody putting it all together at the end like that. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like. I don't think it'll be a big deal. As long as it gets done, it gets done. As long as it's done in time for the compiler or compilers to get everything situated, then I don't see why that would be a problem. I wouldn't be bothered by that. Like, if I'm going to start compiling things at noon on this day, and you turn it in, or like you send it my way at 11:57, I don't care. Even if you send it at like 12:30 or 1, it's probably all the same.
Sure. I just like to get it off my plate as soon as possible. I went through and fixed all mine. I got everything all cleaned up. I just like to, if somebody wants to, volunteer to compile it or whatever, at least send that information out so that way at least, it's out there. But like I said, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever way you guys want to do it is cool.
That's a good question. Technically, I guess we could go ahead and assign someone to be the compiler for the final, so we can go ahead and start working up to that. But my only issue with that would be I feel like it would get kind of lost in translation, because I'm just imagining if it were me being the compiler, I'd be throwing everybody's things in a folder, and while I'm doing stuff for all these other sprints, desperately trying to keep everything organized. So...
I'm cool with that. I just don't want anything to get lost. You submit the wrong document. I send you the revised, version, and whatever, it doesn't seem to get to you, or the wrong one gets submitted. If we could find a way to kind of, I don't know, publish some sort of document where we could all just kind of go in there and add the revisions or so. I don't know, just something where, like I said, I just don't like to be last minute with things. I prefer to have it done now and at least know it's done, and at least know where I'm at. If you guys want me to compile it or something like that, I know I'm the one who's kind of pushing this, but if you guys want to send me the your revisions or whatever, and I can compile it together, I don't have a problem doing that. It's just, I don't know, I guess it would just make me feel more comfortable knowing that those revisions are done and we've got them taken care of, instead of having to try to cram them in last minute.
I think that's really fair. I think that's a good idea. I can go ahead and revise mine real quick and just have it off my plate sometime this weekend. I'll try to tonight, but like I said, I'm going to start reading up on this sprint stuff first. But yeah, that sounds good. I'm totally good sending that stuff your way. And whether you're the compiler or not, you'll still have everyone's submissions. I imagine that either over the weekend or in the near future, everyone can have their stuff corrected and submitted to you. So at least someone has it all in one place.
Right, yeah, I think that would just be easier if we just have it all in one place, and I can just continue to fix the document and just kind of go from there.
That sounds good to me. I like that idea.
Awesome.
So anything else?
I don't really have anything else. I know obviously I sent you guys the prototype stuff there. Like I said, it was just kind of a rough idea, as far as what I was thinking she was looking for. So if you guys have any other ideas, anything else you guys would want added to that, anything you want cleaned up, just let me know. Like I said, I spent like 15 minutes on it, just kind of threw it together quick. So obviously doesn't look the best, but so you guys, if you have any ideas for it, if you guys want to throw stuff my way, just let me know and I can always go in there and fix that.
It didn't look like a Google engineer who gets paid like $1 million a year did it over the course of months or anything, but that looked very, very impressive for 15 minutes. So I'll say that.
So I appreciate it.
It's no problem. Now I'll try to play with it and see what I think, because she's probably gonna be, she's looking at a lot of these submissions at the same time where she's going to be, so she's probably gonna be looking for things. So I'll definitely try to get hands-on with it and see if I have any constructive criticism. It looks pretty freaking functional and clean and nice from what I can tell, but I'm sure that we could work on it a little bit.
Yeah, just let me know if you guys have any ideas or whatever. Like I said, I'll spend more time cleaning it up. It was just, I wasn't exactly sure what you were looking for. Just wanted to get that out there and see what you guys thought.
I think what she was also, from what I read, I might be wrong, but so we have to have those things that are functioning, but everything else just has to be basically like screenshots of the application. Just the screen.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to work.
Right, yeah, that's what I understood too, is that so I just basically went through and built the 3 or 4 things that I that would actually function, that I knew that they said they wanted. As far as anything else that you'd want added in, I mean, obviously we can, I can throw whatever in there, but yeah, those don't need to be functioning. Just, I think she said 3 things that needed to actually physically work, but the other stuff could just be, a screenshot or whatever, so.
I mean, that is something like for the final submission. The fact that we have anything put together for that means we're ahead of the game, and I like that. And now that we're looking at it, as we go on and we have our sprints and stuff, and we start maybe figuring out some things that we need to change up and stuff, it'll be really good because we can let you know that, and you just add a screen, or you move a screen, or something like that. It'll be
right.
Something that we can have ongoing, and honestly, I think that the final project will be representative of that, because I feel like other groups maybe haven't done that, so ours will probably look better in comparison. It'll look like something that's been built and built upon and worked through, instead of something just put together last minute or something. Like that's good. Like I said, it's nice to be ahead of the game on that.
Yeah, I don't like to be cramming things in at the end. I've done too much of that over my time, so I like to make sure I'm ahead of stuff.
Me too.
I feel that. And it's, I'm sure it's a big part of the grade. I'm sure those final things are going to have a pretty big bearing on it. Because she was pretty understanding about us not entirely knowing exactly what to do on some of the previous sprints. But it's going to get to the point where she's like, okay, guys, we need to have this, corrected. If I told you need to work on this, it needs to have been worked on.
Right.
But that sounds perfect to me, and we'll be able to work intimately with it after Sprint 5, for sure. All right, I think that looks good by me. Anything else?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm good.
I'm feeling good here. Jonathan, I'll be DMing you. Is Slack a good way to get to you, or?
Yeah, I'll have my Slack up all weekend. I haven't had it up because of the job search, and I haven't made myself available. And I'm sorry about that, but I will be available all weekend.
Don't feel bad at all. I'm surprised that you were even able to show up considering the circumstances.
Actually, I got a job very last second offered to me within the company. So I'm
really
good
glad
now.
to hear that. That is not something that happens to everybody. But anyways, so in that case, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot tomorrow morning. I'm going down south for, well, I say down south, an hour down south to get some stuff done. And I'm going to be back here tomorrow evening. I plan to have something, for us between today and tomorrow morning, kind of know what I want to do, and I'll try to have my part done tomorrow night. So the next day, we're not even worried about it. It's just anything you want to do.
Okay.
But we can communicate over Slack since you'll have that up. But if you can't get to me tomorrow morning for any reason, you know why. Because I might not have the best of service or anything.
Understandable.
Yep. But the whole rest of the weekend, you can get me anytime.
Latrice,
So-
I'm with you too.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the best way for you, Slack or?
Either one. Either that or email. It don't matter. Either one.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
All right.
And Jason, I'm sorry, your person just isn't here. To be fair to him, we kind of brought this up last minute, but it's not. I mean, what else are we gonna do? If we wait all weekend, everyone's got stuff going on. So
Right.
this was very well put together considering. But
Yeah, that's no problem.
anyways,
I'll reach out to him and we'll go from there. That's no big deal.
he seems to have been somewhat responsive over email and stuff, so that shouldn't
Yeah.
be a big deal.
Yeah, he seemed to be on Slack too. He was messaging back, so I'll be able to I'll touch base with him, so that's no problem.
Sounds good. And obviously, if we have any issues or anything, y'all can put in the general chat on Slack or anything like that. We can definitely do that.
Sounds good.
So, I guess that concludes meeting number 3. I'm going to do my usual thing. It'll take a second, but it'll have the file downloaded, and I'm always kind of relearning, but I'm going to try to throw it y'all's way. So,
Sounds good.
all right. Thanks for coming along and everything, and I'll be in touch with y'all.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
have a good weekend, guys.
Have a good week.
You too.
Y'all too. Thank you.